Good morning all. I hope all you are safe and staying happy at home. So today we will be beginning the 5th semester, and the chapter I am going to deal with you is the first chapter from the informatics, which is the general introduction. And regarding this paper, what is informatics? So informatics is the study, design, development, implementation and support or management of computer based information systems. So this is regarding the topic informatics. So we directly move to the module itself. So the chapter is titled as the general introduction, and we can divide this chapter into different categories. So today we will be discussing the first two topics. They are the history of computer development and the evolution of computers. So computers, history of computers can be classified into different levels. So the term computer comes from the word compute, which means to calculate, and computer is a calculating device that can perform arithmetic operation at enormous speed. And the objective for inventing the computer was to create a fast calculating machine. So this is regarding the basics of computers, and we will be moving to the definition of computers. So computer is the sophisticated electronic device which is capable of solving problems, manipulating data by accepting data and instructions, performing and prescribed operations on data, and supplying the results of these operations as output. So we can define the computer as in an advanced form as follows. So a computer can be defined as a fast and accurate, sophisticated electronic data processing device that is designed to automatically accept, store and process data and produce output results under the direction of a stored program. So this stored program may be the operating system and so on. So this is regarding the definition of computers, and we are moving to the next topic, which is the evolution of computers. So the evolution of computers means the development or the growth of computers in different ages. So from the age of AD, we can go through the main points of in the evolution of computers. So we all know that the computers are inevitable terms or inevitable object in our day-to-day life. So according to the textbook, we can see that the necessity is the mother of invention, and the computers evolved as a result of man's search for the fast and accurate calculating devices. So the first form of computers were basically the calculating machines. So the invention of computers was developed from these calculators. So the most accurate and fast calculating machines are the first form of computers. So this is regarding just an introduction to this evolution of computers. Then the evolution of computer has passed through a number of stages before it reached the present state of development. We all know that today we will be dealing with the most advanced form of computers, most advanced form of operating system, and most advanced form of the technologies. So all these evolutions, all these changes are taken place with different stages. So these efforts are still continuing to make the machine more and more versatile. So this is the present condition of this evolution of computers. Then we are moving to the major topic, which is the early days. So the early days begins from the 1000 BC to 1940. So we can divide this into two sections. The first section is basically on the topic ancient civilization. So the civilization, as we all know that civilization is the first part of the development in our society, and the history of computing also goes back at least 3000 years ago, and when ancient civilization were making great strides in arithmetic and mathematics. So all these computing or all the inventions based on computers were based on these calculations, arithmetic, and also on the mathematics itself. And the Greeks, they invented the geometry and rationality, and the Egyptians, they formulated the symbol addition and subtraction, and then the Babylonians, they invented the multiplication and division addition in the maths. Then the Indians who developed the base 10 decimal numbering system and also the concept of the zero. Then the Chinese who developed the trigonometry, which is a very interested branch in mathematics. Then the Persians, they developed the algorithmic problem solving, which is based on the algorithm. Then these all are the major development during the ancient civilization while looking through the countrysides. Okay, so these all countries were all interested in logical and numerical computations. That's why they developed the geometry, rationality, or the symbol addition and subtraction and so on. So all these things later developed into a cumulative form, which is the form of computer. So as we all know that the computers are based on some calculations or some mathematical operations, and all the processes, all the instructions are based on these maths. So we can say that this development or these advancement in the development of computers were basically paved the way to develop the astronomy, chemistry and medicine. So this is regarding the ancient civilization. Then we are moving to the next topic, which is the second part of this early days. So first part is regarding the ancient civilization. We discussed the major concepts of the ancient civilization, how the computer developed based on some calculations and some inventions by some countries, basically the Greeks, Egyptian, barbarian, etc. So now we moving to some inventors who lead their life to make a form of computers, or the first form of computer. So we call the first form of computers as a device itself, not as a computer. They are some calculating devices, or we call them as a machine, or the for example the Pascaline machine, or the calculators, or the difference engine. So these are some forms of the first form or early forms of the computer. So Pascal, Leibniz and Jacquard. So these three are the major inventors who paved the way for computers development in the early days. Then our father of computers came, who is the Charles Babbage. So today we will be dealing with these three major inventors who developed or advanced the first form of, or the early form of the computers. So in the first half of the 17th century, there were very important advancement in the automation and simplification of arithmetic computation. So from the 17th century itself, the arithmetic computation and also the automation were advanced into different levels. Then it leads to some inventions, and the first invention was done by the John Napier, who invented the logarithms. So the logarithms was invented by John Napier, and the intention of these logarithms was to simplify the difficult mathematical computations. So this was the first invention in the early form of computers. Then the another inventor, who is the William Oughtred, in 1625 developed another form of system, which is the regarded as the slide rule, and this is based on the Napier's ideas about the logarithms. So first we see the John Napier, who invented the logarithm, then the slide rule, which was in 1625, and this was introduced by William Oughtred. So this slide rule was based on the these logarithms, which was developed by the John Napier. Then the third stage was the French mathematicians, who Blaise Pascal, who spent most of his life in 1600s working on a calculator, and this calculator is the early form of computers. So this calculator can be called as the Pascaline. So the Pascaline is the first form of the computers, in which it is developed as a form of in order to calculate some mathematical operations, algorithms, computation, basically the automatic form of computation. All these are based on this Pascaline. So this Pascaline was mostly finished by 1672, and it can be do addition and subtraction by the way of mechanical cogs and gears. So basically this Pascaline was a calculator, and it can add or subtract by with the help of some mechanical cogs and gears. So this is regarding the Pascaline, which is the one of the earliest form of computers. And in 1674, the German mathematician Gottfried Leibniz, who is regarded as one of the most important person in the field of these inventions, he developed or he created a mechanical calculator, and this calculator is known as the Leibniz wheel. So the Leibniz wheel was one of the major inventions at that age, and in 1674 this Leibniz wheel was introduced by this Leibniz, who is a mechanical or the German mathematician who invented this Leibniz wheel. Then regarding this Leibniz wheel, it can perform addition, subtraction, and also it can also perform the multiplication also and the division. So while comparing with the Pascaline, it was also a computer, or also a form of computer, and it is basically a calculator. It can perform addition and subtraction only, and here the Leibniz wheel, it can perform addition, subtraction, then multiplication, and also the division. So basically the Leibniz wheel was one of the advanced form of computers during that age, and it can perform all of these mathematical operations. And then the Pascaline or the Leibniz wheel cannot be recognized as a form of computers, because they do not have some major points like the memory and programmable. So these things, especially the Pascaline and Leibniz wheels, were regarded as the form of calculators, and the drawbacks of these two devices, which are the Pascaline and the Leibniz wheel, was they do not have the memory, and also they are not a form of programmable. So these things cannot be programmed or programmed, and also they do not have some memory. So these are the major drawbacks to these two calculators, which they are the Pascaline and the Leibniz wheel. So this is regarding the first stage or first phase of the early inventions after the 17th century. And later in 1801, one inventor called Joseph Jacquard developed a loom. So this loom is a device that can satisfy above all the requirements, such as the memory and especially the memory and the programmable instructions. So the loom was one of the major inventions during that age, especially during the 18th century, beginning of the 18th century. And in 1801, Joseph Jacquard developed this loom. So we discussed the major three devices before the invention of the basic computer. So first one was the Pascaline, the major calculator at that time, then the Leibniz wheel, and then now we discuss the device which is the loom. And basically this loom was developed in the 1801, and Jacquard built his loom to automate the process of weaving the rugs and clothing. So the intention of this development or invention of this loom was to process of weaving rugs and the clothing. So this is regarding the loom, and the working of the loom, the mechanism of loom was based on the punched cards. So this is a new term in this category. So the punched cards, with the help of these punched cards, which helps the machine to in order to instruct or give the directions or give the commands to process the pattern to weave. So the weaving, the process of weaving was done by the help of these punched cards. So we can describe these puncture cards as one of the most important tool in the loom. And regarding these puncture cards, where there was a hole in the card, the machine would weave, and where there was no hole in the card, the machine would not weave. So this was the first instructions to the puncture cards. So according to this instruction, the loom was worked. So regarding I repeat this regarding the puncture cards, the mechanism of these puncture cards in loom, where there is a hole in the card, the machine would weave, and where there was no hole, the machine would not weave. So according to this instruction, the loom was worked. So this was the working principle of the loom. And the idea of the puncture cards was later used by the computers companies like IBM and some other companies, and also the intention was to program the software. So the invention of this loom was one of the greatest change or greatest evolution in the field of the computers. So the loom was a automotive machine or a device, and it helped to weave the textiles, especially it helped the clothing and the weaving of the rugs, and it helped mainly to reduce the workload of the workers, and also to make the process automatic by giving the instructions with the help of these puncture cards. So this is regarding the major points in the early stage, especially from the 17th century to 18th century. And with this topic, we are going to end this the first part of this class, and the next part is regarding the invention of computers by the our father, regarded as the father of computer, who is the Charles Babbage. So the second part of this early stages was the invention of computers by the most famous inventor, who is the Charles Babbage. So regarding the Charles Babbage, he was a mathematics professor at Cambridge University, and who was interested in automated computation. So this interest in the automated computation, in 1823 he introduced the difference engine. So this is regarding the first invention by the Charles Babbage, the difference engine in 1823, and it is the largest and most sophisticated mechanical calculator of that time. Okay, so during that time, the most advanced form of the computer was, or the invention of the computer was done by our Charles Babbage, who was a professor at Cambridge University, and the difference engine was one of the major invention during his time. So the use of difference engine was, it is the largest and also the most sophisticated mechanical calculator. So this is regarding the difference engine, and then it can also do the addition, then the subtraction, multiplication and division, and also the division on the multiplication can be extended to the 6 digits. So this is regarding some advancement in these calculations. It can calculate the digits up to 6 digits. Then the another important thing regarding this difference engine was, it can also solve the polynomial equations. So this was one of the major advancement in that age. So the difference engine can do all the calculations in the mathematics, and also it can do the polynomial equation. And regarding the all the mathematical operation with the help of this difference engine, it can also handle the 6 digits calculations at a time. So this was the most advancement during that age, and this difference engine was introduced in 1823. So we discussed the Pascal, and then the Leibniz wheel, and also the loom, and then the difference engine by Charles Babbage. Then it was one of the saddest thing regarding this difference engine was, the British government do not give some fund or the project fund to complete or to finish this invention, or the invention of this difference engine, and Charles Babbage cut off this invention in 1842 because of this government intention to cut off the fund for this project. So in 1842 the difference engine was ended, or the invention of the difference engine was ended. Then the another invention was done by Charles Babbage, which is the analytical machine. So we discussed the major first invention by Charles Babbage, which is the difference engine, and the second one was the analytical machine. So the analytical machine, it is a general purpose programmable computing machine. So it is basically a form of computer. So it is a generally we can call it as a form of programmable computing device, and most people during that age, they consider this as the first true computer. So basically the analytical machine was regarded as the first true computer invented by Charles Babbage. So this was one of the major invention during that age. And regarding this analytical machine, it can perform the programmable computing machine. Okay, so it can store the memory, it can program the instructions, and it can function the automatic form of any operation calculation with the help of this analytical machine. So from the difference engine to the analytical machine, there was the advancement was based on the memory and the programmable automatic programmable instructions, which is given to this automatic form of computer, which is the analytical machine. So the difference engine and the analytical machine, both one are the most important aspects while we looking this topic in the early invention of computers. So in the 18th century, there were major inventions based on this difference engine and analytical machine by Charles Babbage, was regarded as the most important inventions in the history of computers. And we said that the analytic machine was considered as the first true computer and the first form of a true computer, and the analytic machine had all the same basic parts that the modern computer systems have. So all the basic parts, which includes the CPU and the output and the input devices, which includes the monitor, the keyboard, and all the early form of these forms were included while developing the analytical machine. So the analytic machine can be regarded as the first form of the computer systems that we have. So the second point regarding the analytic machine is that this computer has all the same basic parts that the modern computer system have. Then regarding the next point, while designing the analytical machine, the Charles Babbage noticed that he could perfect his difference engine by using 8,000 parts rather than 25,000 of using these parts, and could solve up to 20 digits instead of just 6 digits. So from the difference engine to the analytic machine, the change or the intention of developing a new form of computer or the new form of computing device was to advance the instructions given to this computer. Basically the major advancement was based on the digits. So from the 6 digits in the difference engine, in the analytical machine, the Charles Babbage tried to advance it into 20 digits. So this was one of the major difference, and also the parts or all the things used for the difference engine was about 25,000 parts, and it is reduced to 8,000 parts. So this was the very huge decrease in the form of the parts in the while developing this analytical machine. So basically the intention of the analytical machine was to advance the calculating operations during that age, and the major changes while comparing to the difference engine was the analytical machine can perform 20 digits calculations, and also it is very small in number while compared to difference engine. It was regarding the parts of the materials such as the diodes, the tubes, vacuum tubes, etc. used for the computers, and the parts of these computers were reduced into 8,000 while developing the form of this analytical machine. So this is regarding the major changes with the invention of this analytic machine after he formulated the difference engine. So regarding this part, we discussed the major two inventions by Charles Babbage. The first one was the difference engine, and then it was done in 1823, and then after 1842 the project fund or the this project based on this difference engine was stopped due to some instructions from their government, especially the project based some problems, and this led to another invention which is the most advanced form of the computer or the first form of computer, which is the analytical machine. And then it can be regarded as the major changes was the number of the parts were reduced into 8,000, and also the digits that it can perform the calculation is increased into 20 digits from 6 digits. So this is regarding the major inventions during this age. So the we are now at the mid of the 18th century, and Charles Babbage drew the schematics for a difference engine number 2 between 1847 and 1849. So this is regarding the another invention, which is the difference engine number 2, and it was done during the period 1847 to 1849. And after 12 years he continued this process of advancing the difference engine, not the analytical machine. He continued to develop this difference engine. We can call that it as a version 2.0 or the second version of the difference engine. And this difference engine number 2, which is the name of this difference engine, and after 12 years he spent trying to get his difference engine number 2, and the Babbage had to give up. So it was not a successful project, which is the difference engine number 2, and the British government was not interested in funding the machine and the technology to build the gears, cogs and levers for the machine, and did not exist in that time period. Okay, so the British government also stopped the advancement of difference engine number 2 because of some their calculations regarding the parts were not available at that time, and also regarding the funding for this project, and all these things which is regarded as the difference engine number 2 was regarded as a failure at that time. So this is regarding the major invention during that age. So we are going to sum up all the points that we have discussed. So firstly, we discuss what is the informatics. So informatics can be regarded as the study, design, development and implementation, support or management of computer based information systems. And we all know the term ICT, which is closer to this informatics, which is the information and communication, also the technology. ICT means the information and communication technology, and this is based on the informatics. So this was the first point we discussed, and we move to the module 1, which is the general introduction, and we discuss the major 2 topics, which is the history of computer development, which is the introduction part, and then the evolution of computers. And the history of computer development, we discussed the term compute, which means to calculate, and the term compute was the first form of the computers. We can say that the compute, which is to calculate, is the first form of the computers in which all the basic operations were done with the devices was only just a mathematical operations. So the early form of computers were the just like a mathematical calculator, and then we move to the definition of computer, and it is very important, and the definition of computer is as follows. A computer can be defined as a fast and accurate, sophisticated electronic data processing device that is designed to automatically accept, store and process data and produce output results under the direction of a stored program. So this is regarding the definition of the computer, and then we move to the second part of this topic, which is the evolution of computers. So the computers were developed during the early stages of 16th century onwards. So in the 17th century, we have some calculators, so we have some devices which is regarded as the form of early days from 1000 BC to 1940. So in this category, we first discussed the ancient civilization, and the history of computers goes back to at least 3000 years back. We saw some ancient civilization, and based on this civilization in different countries, especially in Greeks, Egypt, Babylonians, Indians, and also in Chinese, Persians, all these countries were developed some concepts regarding the mathematical calculations, which include the geometry and rationality, symbol addition and subtraction, and so on. And also regarding our Indians, they developed the base 10 decimal numbering system, and also the concept of zero. So all these advancement, all these invention lead to the some new logical and numerical computation during that age. So this is regarding the ancient civilization, and later it helped to improve the advance the form of areas of like the astronomy, chemistry and medicine. And then we move to the next part of this early stage, which is the Pascal, Leibniz and Jacques, who are the three major inventors during that age. And the first half of this the 17th century were the inventions done by these mathematician or the inventors. And the John Napier, firstly John Napier invented the logarithms, and then the William Oughtred in 1625 developed the slide rule based on this logarithm. Then our French mathematician, who is the Blaise Pascal, who is regarded as the first inventor or the mathematician to develop a form of calculating device, which is the Pascaline. So this was the first device we discussed. The Pascaline was finished by 1672, and then in 1674 we saw the Leibniz wheel, which is another form of advanced form of this calculator, and it was introduced by Leibniz. And this was a mechanical calculator, and it can perform all the mathematical operations, which include addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And the drawbacks of this Leibniz wheel and all the Pascaline was they were not programmable, and also they do not have memory in it. So this was the major drawbacks in these two inventions. And later in 1801, Joseph Jacques developed a loom, and this was the help to automate the process of weaving the rugs and clothing, and this was done with the help of a punched cards. And later it helped to advance the computer companies like IBM to program the software and later advancements. So this was the first phase of the early stage, and we discussed the major invention after the 17th century, which was done by Charles Babbage. And regarding Charles Babbage, he was a mathematical professor at Cambridge University, and in 1823 he developed the difference engine, which is regarded as the first form of computing device, just like a machine. And later in 1842 he developed the analytic machine, which is regarded as the first true form of computer, and it can handle all the performance, all the processes by mathematical, and also it can regarded as the most advanced form of computing device during that age. And it has all the parts that we are using the computers today. So it is the first form of computer, and the first true form of computer in the 18th century, which was developed by Charles Babbage. And after this 1842 he developed this analytic machine, and then during the 1847 and 1849 he tried to develop another form of the advanced form of difference engine, which is regarded as the difference engine number 2, and it was not at all successful, and with some problems regarding the project fund and also some government issues, the Charles Babbage discontinued this project, and that was regarding the major topics that we discussed today. So we will be continuing this the other topics from this chapter in the next class. So till then, happy learning. Okay, thank you.